So here's the motor. And Gary's disassembling it because the valve covers were leaking because the heads have a gap on the bottom around 30, 40, 52 thousandths is what I stuck into one.
Yeah.
It was all rebuilt, done, and brought it home, and it started dripping oil on both sides and out of them. This one's tighter, so we gotta disassemble it, get the heads off, get them machined to flat. I was on some of the Corvair groups. I posted on Corvanatics. Sounds like it's kind of a common problem. And they said you could possibly use the stock valve covers, and they will actually kind of pull in.
They will bend in the spot.
They will bend in.
Yeah.
But then, now the next issue we're kind of having is the studs on the bottom have Healy coils on them, the holes, and the holes, the ones on the top don't. And when I took the bolts off, there was a little bit of aluminum on the threads. So
I'm gonna fix that.
I'm gonna fix that, and we're just gonna go with studs in these now.
Really?
You want to set the sockets? There's tearing this thing down like NASCAR. You're tearing it down like a NASCAR pick guy.
Oh yeah?
You're zipping away quick here. So this is the other set we have that the Gremlins got us the first time. That had the stripped out holes. We pulled all the valves out of these this morning, and these are also warped, or they dip in from here to here in the center. And these ones, I'm gonna see if I can get them, these welded in, aluminum welded in, and fixed, and studs put in, and machined. So we pulled all these. I did make some stands for the valves. And what I did is I had marked, I stamped a A and a B on the end of each of them, where the serial number is, and we got them all. I did a big hole, an exhaust, and an intake. Exhaust is a little black ring I did. Intake, I did a bigger blue circle, and we have all the pieces on there so we don't mix them up. So we can put them back together. If I don't knock this thing and tip it over, that'd be catastrophic for me. It's really too bad we're gonna tear this motor down, but it's gotta get fixed right, you know. So that's what Gary's like, let's get her done. So pile up the parts and get her fixed right. All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got the intake.
Intake.
Right there.
That is intake. Yep. Here we go. You there?
Yep. Where the hell did one? Oh, here it's off.
Got him?
Yep.
Got him?
Up. Right here. There you go.
There, that's better.
Just pop right off. Okay.
Yep.
Well, start with that. Oh, okay, we'll come off. All right. There's only one on that one? Yeah. All right.
Yep. One there. One there. One there. One there.
So it shims just right.
Yeah.
I mean, they're pretty freaking worn. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, this piece.
but you can't get them.
No?
Nope.
Why? Because of Corvair or what?
Right. Because they're this size.
I mean, look at the piece of shit hanging
I
on
know,
there.
I
It's like,
know,
shouldn't
I
that
know.
almost be broken off? Be laying in the motor? Okay. Here you go.
Oh, fuck. Gonna snag it a bit.
All right. We're just keeping everything together with these. And,
Hope for the best.
well. All right. I marked that one W. W. Put a W on that bag.
What was your
Huh?
straight edge?
The straight edge? Oh, I'll go get it. Yeah. So this is what 6-7 grand looks like.
I know.
All right. I'll turn.
More 7 than 6.
Huh? Yeah.
More 7 than 6.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing up there. Here, I didn't check both of them, but the one I checked was I stuck a 30 and a 22 in there,
Yeah.
so 52 thousandths
Yeah.
in there. And you said if we just go with a tin, the regular valve covers, it'll just pull in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're long.
Yeah, but either way, we still kind of got these to probably contend with, right?
Right.
The Healy coil deals, and
Yeah.
when I took the screws out, there was some aluminum on the end of them.
Yeah.
So when I was going to put it back in with the double gasket,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, something's on there. I looked and I'm like, because I was being very, very careful. So everybody says,
Yep.
from what I've seen on the groups, everybody's information is go ahead with the studs in them.
Right. Yep. But they got to be long enough to
Yeah.
go through the cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But I would make them son of a bitches out of ready rod.
Yeah.
Just go get a chunk of ready rod, chop the son of a bitches into pieces like that, and don't worry about them sticking out. Just thread the nut on it and tighten them up.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, some people use the nut, so get the nuts with the grip on them.
Right.
Or a few people, even Bill in Tucson, said use, they sell nuts that are long.
Right. Right.
So even probably better because it gets more thread then
Right.
on the nut. So it ain't gonna strip so much on this.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see what I can order and see if I can get these fixed in a timely manner. Otherwise, this won't be in Palm Springs, which will really suck. So, hey guys, Pink here. Well, I got a little stuff to tell you. That's my heads from my completely rebuilt running engine. Now it's been completely dismantled, torn apart in pieces. The one set of heads are off the running motor. The other set was the first ones that initially got rebuilt that had the stripped valve cover holes in it. So 28 days from now is the fan belt tossed in Palm Springs. And yeah, here, let me explain what happened. So the motor, I had brought it back over from Gary's house. Trailered it over. And I had sat in it over here in this area, and it started dripping oil out of the bottom of the valve cover, both of them actually. And what it is these heads on the bottom there's a dip in it. It was see, I put two feeler gauges in there, 30, 40, 52 thousandths on this one. Gap. I checked on some groups. They says your valve cover gasket should make up for that, but I'm using a fin, the aluminum fin ones on here, so they will not flex. They said if you use the stock ones, they will flex enough to fill that in. And then when I did take the valve covers off, the top bolt holes in here, when I took the bolts out at the ends, there was some aluminum thread on there. So these are already starting to strip. These ones on the bottom have Healy coils, along with the other ones have Healy coils in it. And then the top ones I don't think are stripping on this one. But so what I'm going to do is take this set and to get them properly fixed. Hopefully have the Healy coils removed, welded in along with this set that's really bad, and get them aluminum welded in, Healy welded in, and milled flat. And the only way I'm going now that I'm learning, is the best way to go so you don't have to remove the screws and keep putting them in, is to go ahead with the quarter 20 studs in there. So I'm gonna put quarter 20 studs. I'm probably gonna use the long bolts for it, so there's more threads on them, and go that route. I went and picked up Gary yesterday and went and bought him breakfast, and we came here, and yeah, that's my parts in there. A lot of my parts, I wiped them down, put them in there. That's my motor there. I got it covered up. Just came here yesterday and just literally just stripped the motor down to this. And I did make these to hold the valves. I didn't want to get them mixed up, so I did stamp the ends of the heads. These are in order, so we can put them back together. There's my carburetors. I'm still not happy with the valve covers. You said you're supposed to have these gaskets, and they seem funky. They're kind of hard. They just seem weird. It's hard to tell here from showing you. But so yesterday I was actually getting really upset because I knew this was going to set me way back. Maybe I won't even get to take this to the show. And the fact that you have $6,000-7,000 invested in a motor and time, motor and parts, and I paid Gary to build it, and to come down to tearing it apart, it's really just upsetting. I mean, I was, being very calm and nice, but deep down I actually didn't realize, because I did a lot of the work here at the place, the tins, the metal covers and everything, while Gary was building it. And I thought, I would take a few things off and pull the heads off, and didn't actually realize you're really ripping that whole motor down to not much. So I got the motor covered up, and I'm going Thursday to talk to a guy, give him the heads and see what he can do on it. And we just go from there. It's got to be done. I told Gary, I said, it's got to be done. And it's got to be fixed correctly. So I said the good thing about it, the positive thing, is I will get to put the motor back together alongside of Gary and learn that. Hey, babe girl, you having a good day? You have a good day? Everybody out there have a good day? I am now just going to cover up the rest of the parts here. Yesterday I took Gary back home and worked on getting all this stuff kind of cleaned and covered up. And then that was my day. So that set me a whole day back. It's going to be another whole day putting it back together. Probably another day dropping parts off and getting them back. So that's, set me back 3 days at least, maybe 4. So anyways, I'm getting stuff done on this, and I'm going to be back under here today. And that's the crap I'm dealing with. But now I know. I'm learning. Get the heads done correctly right the first time. Don't put anything on them on your motor so these don't come back to bite you in the ass. And this is they did twice now. First with these ones here, didn't get put on the motor, but they got rebuilt, went through the machine shop, and they shouldn't have. And even these ones here, the motor was completely rebuilt, and Gary was putting Healy coils in. That shouldn't even, in my mind, that shouldn't have happened. That should have been addressed first. But that's what happened. Another thing, one of the groups, they says, just, you can drill these out a little deeper and get longer Healy coils. I talked to Gary about it. He said he doesn't know where to get long ones, but I don't want Healy coils in there. I want them to be re-welded back up if they can do it, and tapped and studs in. So that's what we're doing. All right. So hey guys, talking about this head situation. I met a gentleman down in Casa Grande about maybe 6 weeks ago or so. He had a rear end, complete rebuilt rear end for sale, reasonable price, and I went down and talked to him, and I ended up buying that from him. And he's a machinist, so we kind of talked back and forth a few times. And the first set of heads that were stripped out really bad, I had posted on Corvinatics, our group, and he said he contacted me and said that he would fix them back then, which I should have probably had him do. But we found another set of heads and went with that route. So I had posted something I was working on this, posted a picture on the Cactus Corvair group out here, and he commented on it, and I said, oh yeah, by the way, I told him about the heads, because that just kind of happened. He said, he goes, let me call you back. And he called me back later, and he was out in Las Vegas with his wife, and he said, yeah, when I get back, I'll give you a call, and we'll set up. He said, bring 2, bring all 4, whatever, I'll get them fixed. So Yesterday, I ran into Phoenix, where he works at a machine shop, and he works a machine shop, tool and die maker, and talked to him about it. He looked them over, and he said he would put them on a granite slab, make sure that they were flat, and then put them on a mill them, and drill them on the mill. I gave him my aluminum Clark's valve cover, the finned one, and just to line up. And the two that are real bad, he probably will have to aluminum weld in a little bit and then get them machined perfectly right, and drilled out, tapped, and he's going to put time certs in them all. Now, I was pretty happy with all of that, you know, and I called Gary this morning and told him, I said, yeah, he's going to fix them all and that. And then he said, I do not like time certs. He goes, I don't like them. He goes, I've had no good luck with them. I don't know. I told him, I said, my hands are tied. What do you want me to do? You know, I got like, as of now, I got like 26 days, maybe 25 days until the fan belt toss. You know, 6,000-7,000 in a motor. And I don't have a motor, you know, and so anyways, he's gonna do them. He's gonna call me. Today's Friday. He'll get back to me next week. Hopefully, he said he'll get the first set done that we were pulled off the motor. Hopefully I can go pick those ones up. I said do them both, and I'll have another set. The second set did have some Healy coils in the spark plug holes. This other set didn't. I said, just do them both. I said, I'll pay you whatever. I said, I need them, you know. So I told Gary, I said, my hands are tied. I said, what do you want me to do, you know? I was like, you know, so we'll get those back. Gary and Bill both told me to use this 3M gasket adhesive, yellow super weather strip on the gaskets. And they put it like on the valve cover. They goop it on there, put these on there, flip them over, let them sit overnight. Now I think I used a little bit of this on the, I can't remember if I did or not, on the bottom of the transmission pan. I may have, but I decided when I was gonna give Jeff, the guy that's gonna machine my valve covers, the valve cover, or he was gonna machine the heads. I was giving the aluminum valve cover, I was going to take this off. So I peeled it off, and this yellow stuff was kind of here and there and gap, and there was some oil between it. And I don't like this crap myself, personally. I don't like it. I asked Jeff, and he says Field Guys and himself uses called Great Stuff, I think. Something like that. Anyways, I'll post a picture of what it is, and I'm going to order some of that. It's like a Permatex type gasket material. So I'm going to order that. And these gaskets are just funky weird, I think. They're not nice soft rubber. They're kind of hard. They don't have a nice finish, smooth finish on them. I do have a set of rubber ones. And I don't know which ones I should really use on these. These are ones that's supposed to be the best for them. So I don't know. Anyways, that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to be putting basically like giant set screws, core by 20s, and they have a socket head in there. And you can crank them down in there. And I was told to use red Loctite so you could get them out if you ever wanted to. And let's see what else. I'm gonna use. I know before I said I was gonna use long bolts. I'm using longated, like long nuts. They're like a nut that's like 3 times as long as a nut to screw on these to hold the valve covers on. I don't know if I should use a lock. One of the guys on Corvanatics, he must do racing Corvairs, but he said he drills and he puts the safety wire on his. He goes, you wouldn't have to probably do that. Jeff down in Casa Grande, he doesn't do that. He uses elongated, I don't know how you say it, the real long nuts, and which would be really good because then they have a lot more threads on. Now I think this is the way to go, you know. So that's what I'm doing. It's gonna get done. I'm really shooting to get out to Palm Springs. I don't know. At this point, I don't know if it's going to happen. You know, I don't know. I'm going to get all my stuff done as quick as I can. And when this motor comes, hopefully it can go in. So I'm working on welding up underneath of the Blue Boy over there. And let's see, I got the oil cooler to make the mount for the, not the oil cooler, but the transmission cooler. I'm gonna mount it up under the battery box where the original one's supposed to go. There wasn't one in there, but I see the brackets, and I'm gonna see about mounting mine's bigger and get that in there. I gotta get it undercoated, painted out and undercoated up in the wheel wells. Finish the brakes, put the other shock on. What else I gotta do under there? Gas tank drop. All new gas lines all the way back. Electronic fuel pump, brake, all new brake lines on. And the axles, I want to pull them apart and grease them. And the U-joints. So I got a list of stuff, but I'm almost done with this welding stuff, and that's will be all behind me. It'll be great. So, all right. Thanks for watching. Thanks, Guevara Addiction.